For centuries, northern China has faced a relentless enemy, one that creeps forward year after year, threatening to consume everything in its path. The ever-expanding Gobi and Taklamakan deserts have shaped the destiny of this region, their boundaries inching closer to towns, villages, and precious farmland with every passing season. These deserts have been swallowing up once fertile land and threatening entire communities, a process known as desertification. The transformation is slow, but devastating, as fields that once fed families are buried beneath shifting sands, and livelihoods are lost to the relentless advance of the desert. Overgrazing, deforestation, and the overuse of groundwater have left the land weak and exposed, stripping away the natural defenses that once held the sands at bay. Without roots to anchor the soil, the wind easily lifts and carries it away, leaving behind a barren wasteland. The Taklamakan, one of the world's largest sandy deserts, is infamous for its deadly extremes. Its very name means, "Go in, never come out," a warning to all who dare to cross its vast, unforgiving expanse. By the 1990s, the problem could no longer be ignored. Dust storms from the desert reached as far as Beijing, turning day into night and forcing millions to wear masks just to breathe. Daily life was disrupted, schools and businesses closed, and the air became thick with choking sand. Farmers lost their fields, villages were abandoned, and air quality plummeted to dangerous levels. Wildlife habitats shrank, as ponds dried up and birds fled the encroaching sands. The delicate balance that once supported countless species began to unravel. The ecosystem's balance was shattered, leaving behind a landscape of cracked earth, dead trees, and vanishing vegetation. This was no longer a local issue, it had become a national crisis, making headlines across the country and sparking concern among millions. The Chinese government realized that urgent action was needed to protect food security, the environment, and the health of its people. Scientists, farmers, and entire communities came together, determined to find a solution. The challenge was immense. How could anyone hope to halt a desert covering over 337,000 square kilometers, an area larger than many countries? The answer would require vision, innovation, and a plan that would span generations. It would take the combined efforts of scientists, engineers, and ordinary citizens, all working together for a common goal. A monumental effort was about to begin, one that would reshape the fate of northern China and inspire the world with its ambition and scale. This is the story of fighting back against the sand, a story of hope, resilience, and the determination to reclaim the land for future generations. In 1978, China embarked on an ambitious journey with the launch of the 3 North Shelter Belt program, soon to be known worldwide as the Green Great Wall. This was a bold response to the growing threat of desertification, which was swallowing up farmland and threatening communities across northern China. Its mission was clear yet monumental: to plant a living barrier of trees stretching 4,500 kilometers across the country's northern frontier, halting the relentless advance of the desert and protecting millions of people from sandstorms and soil erosion. The scale of the project is staggering. By 2050, the goal is to create 35 million hectares of new forest, an area even larger than the entire country of Germany. This is one of the largest ecological engineering projects in human history. But this effort isn't just about planting trees, it's about transforming vast stretches of barren, lifeless land into vibrant, thriving ecosystems that can support wildlife, agriculture, and people for generations to come. Scientists, engineers, farmers, and volunteers from all walks of life have joined forces in this generational effort, working together year after year to make the vision a reality. The Green Great Wall uses a carefully chosen mix of forests, shrubs, and grasses, all strategically planted to break the wind, anchor the soil, and create a resilient landscape that can withstand harsh conditions. Over time, these shelter belts do more than just stop the sand. They improve soil quality, restore water cycles, and bring back life to regions that were once considered lost to the desert. The project stands as a powerful symbol of hope, a testament to what's possible when an entire nation unites behind a shared vision for the environment and the future. The Green Great Wall is not just a physical barrier, it's a living promise of a greener, more sustainable future for China and for the world. Before trees can take root, the desert must first be tamed. In these harsh, arid environments, the wind is relentless, constantly shifting the sands and making it nearly impossible for anything to grow. The desert's shifting sands must be subdued before any hope of restoration can begin. Without intervention, the wind would simply erase any progress overnight. The solution is both ingenious and surprisingly simple: vast grids of straw checkerboards, carefully pressed into the dunes to hold them in place. These grids stretch for miles, creating a patchwork across the barren landscape. Each square, typically about 1 to 2 meters wide, acts as a barrier, disrupting the wind's force and pinning down the loose sand. The grid pattern breaks up the wind's momentum, preventing it from sweeping the sand away. The straw does more than just anchor the sand. It also traps precious moisture, shading the ground and cooling the surface. This creates a tiny, sheltered microenvironment, an oasis for seeds and seedlings to survive where they otherwise couldn't. Laying these grids is a massive logistical challenge. It requires millions of pounds of straw, sourced from local farmers, and teams of workers who brave the scorching sun and biting winds to install them by hand, square by square. Today, technology lends a helping hand. Drones and satellite mapping are used to identify the most vulnerable areas, allowing teams to target their efforts and make the process more efficient than ever before. The checkerboards are the essential first step. Without them, planting trees would be futile. The sand would simply swallow up any new life before it had a chance to grow. Over time, the straw checkerboards begin to break down, decomposing naturally into the sand. This process enriches the soil, acting as a natural fertilizer and providing vital nutrients for the seedlings that will soon be planted. This simple natural technique is the foundation for turning desert into forest. It's a testament to how traditional knowledge and modern science can work hand in hand to heal the land. It's a brilliant example of using local materials and community effort to solve a daunting problem. The straw checkerboards not only restore the land, but also support local livelihoods. The checkerboards stabilize the land, setting the stage for the next phase: planting life. With the sand anchored and moisture retained, the desert is finally ready for transformation. In the battle against the desert, every square counts. The transformation begins here, with a simple grid of straw and the hope of a greener future. With the sand stabilized, the real greening begins. Only the toughest, most resilient plants can survive here. Species like saxaul, desert poplar, and red willow. These pioneers have deep roots and special adaptations to endure drought and extreme temperatures. Workers use augers to plant seedlings in the center of each straw square, giving them a fighting chance. The checkerboards shield young plants from wind and help retain precious moisture. As these trees grow, their roots bind the sand, and their leaves provide shade, cooling the ground and reducing evaporation. Over time, green patches spread and connect, transforming the landscape. These new forests do more than stop the sand. They absorb carbon dioxide, helping fight climate change. Every tree is a small victory in reclaiming the land. The desert is slowly, steadily coming back to life. This is the power of planting hope. Water is the greatest challenge in the desert. The solution: harnessing the desert's abundant sunlight with solar-powered pumping stations. Solar panels generate electricity to draw groundwater from deep below, sustaining the young forests. Drip irrigation delivers water directly to each tree's roots, minimizing waste in the arid air. This technology has made it possible to create green corridors through the heart of the desert. In some areas, solar panels are raised above the ground, creating shade and allowing crops, like licorice, to grow beneath, a practice called agrivoltaics. This dual use of land generates clean energy and supports agriculture. Modern innovation and ancient sunlight are working together to reclaim the desert. Every drop of water is precious, and every tree is a testament to ingenuity. The desert's greatest weakness, its sun, has become its greatest strength. This is sustainable greening at its best. To support the fight against desertification, China built the Tarim Desert Highway, a road cutting straight through the Taklamakan. This engineering marvel connects oasis cities, slashing travel time and opening up the desert for development. Building on shifting sand required layers of gravel, geotextile mats, and straw matting to stabilize the ground. Along the highway, a green corridor of trees is sustained by solar-powered irrigation, shielding the road from encroaching sand. The highway's more than a road, it's a lifeline for people, goods, and the ongoing greening effort. Maintenance crews rely on it to care for the forests and irrigation systems. Driving this ribbon of asphalt, flanked by green and a sea of yellow, is a surreal symbol of progress. The Tarim Highway proves that even the harshest landscapes can be transformed. The greening of the desert has sparked a new industry: ecotourism. Once barren lands now attract visitors eager to see the transformation and experience the unique blend of desert and forest. Local communities, including Uyghurs and Mongolians, share their culture, history, and traditions with tourists. Camel rides, Silk Road stories, local cuisine offer a sustainable source of income and help preserve heritage. Tourism revenue supports both conservation and community development, creating a virtuous cycle. The Green Great Wall is not just stopping the sand, it's building a new future. Despite its successes, the Green Great Wall faces real challenges. Critics warn that planting vast monocultures, single-species forests, makes them vulnerable to disease and pests. Water use is another concern. Thirsty trees rely on finite underground aquifers, risking long-term sustainability. In some areas, non-native species have worsened desertification by depleting water faster than it can be replenished. The focus on quantity over quality can overlook the need for diverse, resilient ecosystems. Experts now advocate for mixed woodlands with native trees, shrubs, and grasses to create healthier, self-sustaining forests. The project's future depends on adapting to these lessons and balancing ambition with ecological wisdom. The debate highlights the complexity of healing the land on such a massive scale. Success means learning, evolving, and working with nature, not just against the sand. China's Green Great Wall is a testament to environmental determination. Over 30 million hectares have been re-greened, doubling forest coverage and transforming lives. Sandstorms have dropped, air is cleaner, and the land is more productive. The project combines ancient techniques and modern technology to hold back the desert and fight climate change. But the journey isn't over. Water use and biodiversity remain critical challenges. The future lies in building diverse, self-sustaining ecosystems with native species and efficient water use. The goal is not just a wall of trees, but a living, thriving landscape. Every tree planted is a symbol of hope and progress. The greening of the Taklamakan shows that with persistence and care, even the harshest wounds can heal. The fight for a greener future continues, one root at a time.